What's up, you guys? I'm Trey Rich. I'm here with my awesome host, Felicia Michelle, and we are here to talk about the top 10 what the fuck moments of 2021. How are you doing today?
We made it.
We made it.
To the other side.
We made it to the other side.
And a top 10 that you are not going to forget. So you want to get into it?
I think we do. But however, I'm scared because it's only a couple days into the year. And you know people get crazy. It's
People been
just
crazy.
started.
People been crazy.
Always crazy. So I'm a little iffy about talking about, new year, new me. You know, people just jump into 2022 and the next year and they're just kind of like, I have all these goals, and they don't follow through on anything.
Well, every day is a new day, so that's what I tell myself, and that's my reason for not having started my diet and exercise regime just yet. Every day is a new day.
Yeah, I used the entire pandemic to say I was going to go to the gym. And then the gyms opened back up and tried to call me out of my shit. But anywho, getting into this top 10, I'm going to start out with a guy in Turkey. So this man wanders off drunk and joins a search party for himself. His name is Beyhan Mutlu. His wife called authorities after he went drinking with a friend. Luckily, he was able to find himself.
I mean, like, what level of... I might have gotten drunk and thought I was somebody else, so that may have made me look for my own self, but, like, really, how much... And what you drinking in Turkey? Like, what y'all drinking out there?
Right, I'll have two of whatever he had.
To have you looking for yourself. I mean, right. Honestly, we're all searching for ourselves in one way or another.
Right.
So this man just literally is searching for himself.
And found himself.
Can you imagine being like his significant other, like, hey, I can't find him. Right. And then you're like looking for him. You find him looking for him.
Right.
That deserves a slap upside the head. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so basically there was a whole search party happening, and like midway through, he's like in the middle of the crowd. He's just like, wait, who are we looking for? Oh, that's me! Like, what?
Oh my God, I found myself.
Well, sounds like America, actually, but it's in Turkey.
It's in Turkey. Well, back stateside, and very much so in the, I guess, same realm of finding yourself. The Bronx Zoo. Okay, so onlookers got a very a show that they weren't prepared for at the zoo. Some gorillas decided that they wanted to engage in
and what
is, I'm trying to think what the medical word is, but I don't think it's the same if it's not a human being. But they were mouth sex.
Mouth sex? These gorillas was giving head, y'all.
That Gog 3000. Hold on, look. Literally, Trey, look. Okay, so these people are just enjoying themselves. See, they're cackling. They said, turn off the light. Oh! Look at the kids. The kids are like, what is going on? Yo. Okay, y'all.
Wow.
This is next.
You know what this
level.
is missing? It's background music. You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
This is very shocking, and I just want to know, like, what do you say to your kids after that? Like, what do you tell them? Like, because this, you haven't seen it. The gorilla is on somebody. One of the gorillas is on their back. Why do we both lean back? One of the gorillas is on their back, and the other one has their face down there, but they booty is up in the air. It's like, what do you tell?
Right,
your
like
kids?
legs up, and they just like, come on.
What do you tell your kid? Like, what do you say? Like,
You know, I think it's a great thing, actually. You don't have to have the birds and the bees talk now because, you know, the animals have just given them a lesson.
Yeah, and being terrified. Imagine that's telling that story. Like, never have I ever seen gorillas giving each other oral sex. Like, that's a weird finger to put down when you play that game when you get older. Just saying.
Right.
It's interesting to say the least.
Very interesting. But you know what? Go gorillas! Live your best life, okay?
Saying, like, the gorillas are just doing what a lot of people were doing during the pandemic. That's why there's so many pandemic babies. So maybe there's gonna be a pandemic gorilla baby.
Right. Even I had a pandemic baby.
You had a pandemic baby?
I did have a pandemic baby.
They say that pandemic babies are like really advanced. Like, they're like stronger, faster, better. They're like super babies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude was doing a whole bunch of stuff on his own and just was real independent.
Well, I mean, if that is not, hopefully that's not a sign of the times to come, that these children coming now are like, we have to be self-sufficient or else.
I'm not mad at it. I don't want to watch nobody's kid, not even my own.
Not even your own? I'm not watching anybody's kids, and hopefully I never have to watch any gorillas do that, because I'm actually scarred. Like, they need a what is it when you're in the limo and the thing goes, privacy screen.
Privacy screen. That actually would be smart, especially to shield kids. If you want to shield the kids, I would shield the kids. Let the animals teach our children how it was supposed to be when we were born without clothes.
No, but an important lesson is, did they reciprocate? Because that's very important. That is a huge lesson to teach children as well.
You know what? That is such a woman thing to talk
partner.
about. You know,
be a thoughtful partner.
Yeah.
You
know, guys, we like to get ours and move right along.
Well, that male, I don't know I can't tell if it was a male or a female girl laying there, but I didn't even know that they had, like, oral sex. Like, I mean, I know that they had sex because they make more gorillas.
Right, clearly.
Oh, gosh, this is just so wrong.
They're basically an unevolved us.
Are we even? How evolved are we even?
I think we still need some evolving. I really do.
All we've done is waxed and done our eyebrows. It feels like we haven't done too much.
Really?
Considering the list that we have ahead of us.
Yeah, we really haven't. So moving right along to our number 8. A court rules Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos are now legally people. More than 80 hippos in Colombia are the first non-human creatures to be legally considered people by the U.S. court in order to keep them from being hunted.
So if you know anything about Pablo Escobar, if you watch any of the documentaries, or if depending on your age and, you know, I don't know what season you are in your life, you might have actually watched everything unfold on television with him. But he did a lot of eccentric stuff, and like one of those things is like getting animals. Like, he brought those animals there illegally, but now they're humans. And I mean, it just seems so fitting in 2021 that hippopotamuses
yes,
are being recognized as human beings, and human beings aren't even being recognized as human beings by other human beings. Like, we're in the metaverse. We gotta be. What timeline is this?
Yeah, I'm so confused, because now I'm a part of the LGBTQIA, and there's probably some other letters that have been added now, but there have been some titles and things that have been added that have really confused me and the people around me. So I'm just like, so now we're recognizing hippos as humans. Okay. All right. Okay. This is what we're doing. And in 2022, I feel like we're going to have a whole list of new stupid things that we're just going to be like, oh, it's fine. It works for us.
I'm just, what is with the animal thing, guy? Okay, so the best thing about that, and why that actually is a positive thing and not just absolutely ridiculous, because it sounds like WTF, it's that now they can't be hunted. So it protects the animals and allows them to live their life.
The bio history, what is it? Like the bio
ecosystem.
The ecosystem, yes.
Okay, so Guinness Book World Records, we know that everyone loves a Guinness World Record. It's big, it's extra, it's long, it's old, it's the most of whatever a thing is, and we love that type of thing in every single year. So yeah, what Trey's base is at is an 850-pound pot brownie. This happened on National Brownie Day, which makes perfect sense, obviously. Holy. And it is the biggest world's largest pot brownie. It's okay, so 850 pounds. That's like a hippopotamus. And listen to this, 20,000 milligrams of THC. Now, if anybody partakes in cannabis or anything, 20,000 of anything is a lot. Okay?
That's a lot.
That is a whole lot. This is kind of ground.
Yeah. I may or may not have partaked in THC one of these days, and my max milligrams is about 50 milligrams.
You gotta tap out at some point. This thing is 3.5 by 3.5 square feet. and 15 inches tall. What? Okay, 1,344 eggs, 250 pounds of sugar, 212 pounds of butter, 122 pounds of cocoa powder, 81 pounds of flour, 5.3 pounds of vanilla extract, 3 pounds of salt, and 2 pounds of baking soda if you wanted the recipe. Is what it took to make this huge brownie. Look at them, like these, and this is the thing about this picture. And this is what makes me laugh about cannabis now, because cannabis was always like kind of like a street thing. Like, oh, you doing dope? You smoking pot? Devil's lettuce, right? Right. And now it's like so mainstream that all you see around this picture. Let me click on this, so I'm not even. Yeah, all around this picture are just like smiling white people, like smiling white people who look like you, like, oh, they don't do pot, they don't do cannabis, they don't do any of that. They probably don't. They look, L7 square. They look like they're not. They do. This brownie is square, and they look like they're about to either partake, or the one on the one side looks like she already kind of did. Right. But
she tasted the batter.
She was the batter taster.
She was the batter taster the entire.
Can I lick the spoon? It says on the. Can I lick the spoon? Can I have the spoon? Thank you.
I want a bowl.
Oh.
And I will clean that bowl out.
Let me say something. I'm gonna say this. Home. I'm gonna say this about edibles to anybody out there. If you or someone that you love wants to do edibles, I need you to understand one major thing, right? You are not done with edibles until edibles are done with you. Okay? So if you want to go and do that, by all means. Exactly. Express yourself. Yes. But if you go to sleep and you wake up and you feel like you're still in a different timeline, it's because you are. It's because it's not going to get out of your system until it's done. Exactly. And particularly, those who have a slower digestive system, you're fucked. Okay? Fucked. Because, my system is regular. I move pretty quickly. However, I had this one friend. It was a she. She had a little bit more adipose tissue is what they call it. And she wasn't as regular. So she was high for about a week. Meanwhile, I was good the next day. I'm like, woo! And she's just like, I just want to sleep. What am I doing? Help! Are we doing that? Okay. So I did one time in college. One time it was $5. I remember I was like, I'm gonna just try this out. And I remember I got to the club early and I ate my, and then my other friend came and I texted you. I said, you didn't give me my $5 back, because at that point $5 is a lot of money. Okay, and you're in college and you're broke. I was like, this is not working. I was like, you didn't give me my money back. I mean, my money. Right. All the whole South Jersey was coming out of me. Right. About 5-10 minutes later. You hear it? I heard nothing. I heard nothing. So I said, "Hurry up! Come on, Lee. Shout out to Lee here. Come on, Lee. Let's hurry up and get some drink specials because now this isn't working, and I have to, Well, guess what, y'all? They came and worked at the same time. Oh. Next thing I know, I was pointing at people and I was laughing at them. And just like, yes, literally like just pointing and laughing. So if you or someone that you know decides you want to do it, just figure out what's for you and what's not for you. I figured out this is not for me. It is not my portion. Yes, but you know what? Since I'm a teacher, I'm gonna educate the folks. If you are not, experienced in the edible game, don't just dive in. 2022 is not the time for you to just start doing new drugs. I'm sorry. Like, it's too much going on. Don't try nothing new. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Do your research. Find out what they do to you, because like we told you, them edibles are not going to be done with you until they're done with you. Edibles. I mean, I'm a veteran at this point, so, I can, slap one back and be ready to prepare my life for later. But, in the beginning, when I had my first one, I didn't know what hit me. Also, like, how do you share a brownie that's 850 pounds? Like, how many pieces are you guys cutting off of that? Like, who got it? Did anybody put a candle in any of this? Was any of this turned into, like, an ice cream cake after? Like, we have to, like, make use of this. We can't just be wasting a big-ass 1,300 pounds of butter. Right. Oh, without ice cream? Though. Ice cream? What kind of ice cream? Vanilla, of course. You don't want to do too much if you already have chocolate brownie. Like dairy? I mean, no dairy at 2022. We could do lactose-free. No dairy in 2022. No dairy in 2022. It ain't good. It stays with you.
Oh, she's on this whole, no dairy, vegetarian, vegan kick.
Oh, heck no. No. I'm going to eat some ribs. Okay, I'm going to eat some ribs. But I'm just not going to eat just the ice cream.
Yeah. It creates mucus.
It makes you all phlegmy. Yeah, and then when you need, and then when you get to, and then people are like, oh no, because you cough a little bit because you got the phlegm, and you're not sick, but you got the phlegm because you got all that dairy in your system, and then people are over here saying the blood of Jesus, because they don't want you near them, because they don't want
think
the
you got COVID. Speaking of which, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our number 6. COVID still ain't over. The Omarion strain. the oh my god, the Omicron, Omarion touch.
Poor Omar. I was thinking like Icebox. That was my song. What? Okay.
Bustin' in, fighting, we back at it again.
Hey.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. Well, actually, no. Omarion is actually not having that bad of a year because now people are saying his name more.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, think about it. What I love about the culture is that we take anything. It's the most horrible thing. It's funny. COVID, or Rona. We just showed it to Rona. We was like, oh no, we ain't gonna call her whole name, coronavirus. We was gonna call her Rona.
Right. Something about the black community that just makes everything cooler, regardless of what it is. It's either a joke or it's just cooler.
It's like deadly airborne disease.
Right.
We got jokes.
Right. We got jokes, and we have nicknames. Quickly.
Very quickly. The thing is, it's WTF for 2021, but I'm like, is this a WTF for the decade? Because I don't know. It feels like we're in 2020's purgatory still. I don't know what's going on.
Right. And then I always have this question in my head. It's just who's holding on to this disease and just randomly spreading it, starting it over again? What are you doing? What are we doing, people? Who's still getting COVID? I don't like it. I know it's still happening. I know it's still a real thing. However,
and this last strain is super, super. COVID said, ha ha ha, Christmas, I'm the Grinch.
I'm back.
COVID canceled Christmas this year, in a way it never did. Even last year, people were able to go home. I flew home. I did all the normal things. Okay, well, we're still in, coronavirus still happening, but it's so weird. A whole year later, it's oh no, people can't get together and we can't do this, and now everyone is really sick and it's so contagious again.
Right. And I'm usually not even a germaphobe, but I'm staying away from everybody because I haven't gotten it yet. I have not gotten it yet. I've been around people that have gotten it, even my partner. We were in a particular city and we were doing all the same things. Our bodies.
It's literally not a thing. Can I say something else too? When you have COVID, when you get COVID, just tell people that you have COVID or stay at home. Nothing about the vibe will change if you stay home one time. If you don't go out with those people one time, if you don't go out to that restaurant one time, if you just stay home when you have the snifflies, stay at home, and nothing will change. You will still have a great life, but you might save someone else from being sick and miss out on opportunity or not being able to do things or not spend the holiday with their family. And unfortunately, we outside, and outside was and I'm in there.
Right, I'm in here. And what?
My mask is hanging on my ear. It's an accessory. No, you need to put that on. Nose and mouth, cover nose and mouth. When nose and mouth are not covered, you are not covered.
Yeah, and then I don't understand the Karens and the Chads. That that just feel like they just it's my right not to wear a mask. Okay.
No, it's definitely your right not to wear a mask. It definitely is 100% your right, and it's 100% my right to tell you that you can't get in this elevator with me.
Right.
Because unless you can beat me, and you probably can't. So get off that. I did this the other day, literally in my building. Somebody, I said. I didn't even have any words. It was happening so fast, and I was like, pull that.
Pull up the mask.
I felt like an old lady at church. I'm like, pull up their pants. You tell the dudes not to sag, pull up their pants. That's kind of how I felt. Put that mask up.
I
don't know.
You gotta protect your space out here. Okay.
You do, and your energy.
Listen, I'm just slapping the mics. People need to understand that you do have to protect your own space these days, because people are just rude. People 6 feet. They don't follow that no more. They are disrespectful, rude and disrespectful with your personal space. So you need to guard it, okay?
People are already rude and disrespectful. Like, oh my gosh, I am at the store and I am purchasing something. Why are you so close to me? Unless you plan on being an angel that day and paying for my stuff, you need to back up. And COVID really helped that a lot. And I was like, oh, I love this, because now people are like backing up, and now people are like 6 feet, like, nah, body to body.
Right? How they forget that quick? How?
I don't know. I just don't like to be in a perpetual swag surf. Like, I don't like touching people's shoulders and my shoulders. Like, I'm nervous still about COVID, because this is, I want it to be over. You know, we're like, I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of the arguments that have occurred with it. I'm tired of the drama. Am I the drama? Yes, we are all the drama right now, because we are not handling this well at all. Not as well as we could.
I can't. I want COVID to be done.
The worst part about COVID is, like, you can't even go nowhere and escape it. Like, unless, like, you know, you're like Jeff Bezos and you like ride in a phallus shaped rocket to another planet. You can't escape it. It's here. So you might as well make the jokes, and you might as well, you know, get the laughs in where you can, and but where your mask?
It just needs to go away.
Maybe in 2022 we'll hope and pray it'll go away, but all the holidays for me looking real living room-ish. Looking real, which sweatpants am I going to wear?
I mean, for me, I stick with the same people that really don't do much. So we try to keep our little community safe.
Your bubble. Oh, get a bubble. That might help you in 2022, actually. So you ain't hanging out with all these different people that you really don't like. And getting COVID from them.
Absolutely.
COVID is you put an accent mark on the I. The accent mark goes to the right.
And you know what? I think you guys should be having more sex, okay? It helps the immune system. More white blood cells, especially the men.
Well,
go.
Yeah, I heard.
Take that and run with it. Go.
Well, if you decide to take the little blue pill and run with it, just like don't get too crazy, right? So unfortunately, a man, he killed his wife this year for refusing to have sex with him. He was on Viagra. He was on the V, y'all. And he murdered his wife of 17 years for not having sex with him. This is right after he popped some Viagra. Vinto Congeni, 80 years old. 80 years old.
He was 80 years old having Viagra?
Stabbed his wife, his 61-year-old wife.
Oh, wait. Okay.
There's a lot to unpack there.
There is. Okay, let me just speak on a man's perspective, because the funny thing is, it's not funny because somebody died, but
you gonna say it's not funny because somebody died and start laughing. What is that? WTF, Trey? What is that?
So, you know, I'm an active person in my lifestyle, so I know what the experience is on the Viagra. You know, sometimes.
Oh, what?
I mean, sometimes you. If you've been out and you like been drinking, or you know, and you want to be able to
ginseng things at the gas station.
Those two, and you want to be able to perform for your lady or your man or your trans or your. I get it.
Or whichever hole.
Right, whatever hole it is. And.
Or it might not be.
Let me help you guys understand it in this way. You know what it's like when you're hungry and it turns into hangry?
Oh, all the time. Yes.
Think about that. That's like what I can't say he should have killed her. However, she should have understood what he was going through at that moment, okay?
I think she should have gave him a swift kick in the dick and got up out of there, because I know it probably would have had to hurt.
That would have saved her life.
80. First off, let me tell you something right now. I'm 61 and you 80. You got 19 years on me. You gonna see Jesus for I do. Yeah, right. I don't care if anybody says I got this thing, and I don't know if it's like, I just like, if it's me or you, it's me. Right. It's always gonna be me. Like I'm not. If it's me or you, it's me. You're not gonna.
Right. And then I also want to know what the conversation was when he took the pill. Like, did they discuss it together?
So this is the problem here. So the victim said that she would have sex with him, so he took the blue pill. Right? No Matrix. But the two got into a fight afterwards, and she changed her mind. This man went into a jealous rage. He accused his wife of being more interested in her boss than in him, and that's when he allegedly stabbed her with a kitchen knife.
Oh, so the plot thickens.
The plot, yeah, yes.
And I was just talking about the road rage of the penis.
There's more. He left her body on the floor and went to sleep like nothing happened. He made himself breakfast and he walked his dog twice the next day. Then in the afternoon, he confessed to neighbors and another person, and they called the authorities. Yeah, he made breakfast. Like, she's like gone up yonder, but still in the living room, and he made breakfast because he accused. I'm sorry, I don't know how. I mean, I think that. I don't know, because I'm not at that space in that place in my life yet. But how long are we having sex for? Like, don't you get tired? Like, aren't you like, it's like, at 61, I could totally see just being like, take it or leave it. Like, but I get it. He was excited. He was like, this may be the last time. Sorry, it's a church song. I should not have said that. But it could be the last time because he's 80 and she promised him some cookie, and there were no cookies.
And ain't nothing wrong with the church, See, I hate when people try to separate sex from the church, as if everybody in church got here via holy delivery.
Well, the song is like, this may be the last time like we fellowship together. Like, basically saying like, if it could be the last time that we're together, so we should enjoy it. It's basically what the song is.
Basically, hey.
So he was probably like, he's 80 and, he's probably like, girl, you made me waste that pill. Like, I don't got a scription for this.
Right. That, and yeah, I mean, there's so many things.
Be careful who you marry. Be careful who you marry.
Well, moving right along.
Oh, it's sad.
It's very sad because I feel like there's just so much imbalance in the justice system. But anywho, a truck driver, coming in at number 4, a truck driver whose brakes fail and cause a massive crash and 8 deaths. He gets 110 years in prison. That was his original sentence. So over 6 million petitioned to get his unfair sentence reduced. Now he's been granted a review and his sentence has been reduced to 10 years. But like, should he do any time if it wasn't his fault? Like, I guess apparently there was a truck malfunction.
Yeah, they had like faulty brakes.
Right.
It's crazy because they actually pulled up another case. And what I love about social media and how we can actually look at cases now, we can compare things and we can spread information so much faster. So he had another case being compared where it was a driver who was like kind of under the influence, and this person got a lighter sentence. So what I like about social media is that they will compare 2 similar crimes, right? But the sentencing is always completely different, and it's always seems to be based off of the color of this person's skin. So this guy, he's not originally from America, but he's like been working here. He has like a family, a wife, like, and 110 years, like, just say life, don't slap nobody in the face like that. You gave 110 years, for brakes, for faulty brakes, for he didn't own the truck, I don't believe. Right. It's not his company. Mm-hmm. So like, how is that his fault?
Right. And, like, it's so triggering to me just because I know how unfair the justice system is for Black, brown, and people that aren't Caucasian.
And poor people.
And poor. Like, poor. What? Why can't the rules just be straight across the board?
Oh, no, that's too easy. I mean, and it's good that his sentence was reduced to 10 years. That's good, but that's still a decade of, like, we're just now moving to 2022. So think about it. This man, if this sentence stays and they don't appeal or nothing else happens for him, that's 2032. Like, if your baby will be a preteen when this man is out.
Right. That's
nuts, right?
I just can't.
I mean, again, the best part about social media in this age is that it's in your face, and once people catch a hold of that, they spread it around. And I'll say another great thing too is Gen Z. Like people like oh, Gen Z is annoying and their TikToks and all that stuff. But this is a generation that really calls out people on their bullshit. Like
they
are not.
They are actually.
They're
active.
not for your homophobia. They're not for your xenophobia. They're not for your racism. They're not for your fat shaming. They're not for none of that at all. And they will call you out on. They love to call people out.
They do. They love to call people out.
They'll be like, oh, hold on. Oh, you made a video about act like you was picking cotton. Hold on. They found a girl from the mole on her hand. And found her. She made a joke about slavery and picking cotton, and she had a mole on her hand. And from her mole, they went and found her. And I was like, Jesus. I see that you're working in these youth.
Right. Yeah, Jesus working the youth, I tell you.
So hopefully, as we continue to like just show examples of injustice, we shall overcome. And if we can't overcome, we will overdress. Because the swag is like gonna still be there in 2022. It's like, it's just what it is.
That's what we do.
It's what we do here. Okay, so coming in at number 3, y'all, a mother finds. She's opening up a box of cereal for her baby. And inside, it's not a sticker. It's not a spinny top. It is $120,000 worth of meth. That does not go with cereal. That doesn't go with cereal. That doesn't go with milk. That's not. Imagine just like literally just opened up a box and then meth. This young lady, Hasim Nassar, was preparing breakfast for her 2 youngest kids when she discovered a plastic bag containing large crystals in her Golden Morn cereal box. I think that's like, oh, okay, they're in the UK. It seems like that's like their version of Frosted Flakes. Or Crispies or whatever. Yeah. The London mom took the drugs to a local police station, and they confirmed that it was crystal meth, and that is a Class A drug. It was about 450 grams, which is worth approximately $120,000.
But
excuse me, because that's wild.
But like,
woo.
We need to unpack. Like,
and the kids had already eaten from the box of cereal a few days prior, is what this is saying too. The kids were fine. No, the kids is all right. The kids is fine. Kids are resilient. Okay, kids are resilient. Okay, I don't know what it is about.
But I wonder if she was like, why are my kids jumping off the roof? Why is she screaming at everything for no reason?
Well, investigators say that the drug was placed in the box after it was made in Nigeria.
So this came all the way from Nigeria?
The cereal, so they're in the UK, because like it's all, so I guess it's. To me, does this sound weird to anybody else but me? Like I like don't know if I don't want to say I don't believe it, because I don't know who would give $120 worth of meth to police,
right?
But it's not clicking, Steven. Like it's not clicking for me. I don't understand.
I can't. I'm just trying to put myself in the real life situation as to where this is happening. Number one, somebody would have tracked that way. $120,000? You think somebody just gonna do that by mistake?
If it was my money, if it was $1,200, I'm tracking it. The $20,000.
If it was $12,
run me my money. Run me my money. Run me my money. Where's my money?
Where's my money? $120,000? What?
They did make an arrest though, so someone has been arrested for this and being held accountable.
But yeah, then I'm confused. Like, did you just pick this up from the store? Did you like what? How did it land?
I feel like that would have been a great origin story for like some type of drama, like a la Weeds or something. Like this is your time to change your family's life. Like I'm not saying that I would or would not, because I don't really like. I'm not made for jail, y'all. I know I'm not made for jail.
Me neither. Do you see me?
We're not made to go. No. So I probably wouldn't, because I'd be scared. But if I was another type of person, like real main character energy and really like living on a different timeline, I'd be like, how can I make this work for me?
Now,
like when people find bags and bags of money and they turn it in, I'm literally like, I don't understand. I don't understand. When God blessed you and then you turn around and you yeeted his blessing to the police?
Yeah, and this is probably going to sound really, really bad, but I would sell it. I'm not a drug dealer. However, I would.
You're not a drug dealer. You just make one drug deal. That does not make you a dealer.
Right.
I played one time. I played poker. Mm-hmm. I'm not a poker player.
Right.
I just played poker one time.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like if some huge mistake like that has happened and this windfall of crystal meth has landed upon your presence, it's a blessing. As horrible as that thing is.
So, how did you know that it was drugs? Like, I don't even know what I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what crystal meth looks like, but I don't know. I wouldn't know. How'd you know it was drugs? And then, like, if it was me, I would have called like the company, like, some of my baby cereal that's not cereal. Like, you gonna bring me my money back? Like,
and then like it's a crystal, right? So $120,000 of that, shouldn't that be real heavy? You would feel the difference in that cereal box.
Yeah, I guess it. I'm gonna think about that. It's something it just seems off. But like, what the? Why would you want to open up your cereal box for your babies? And the kids were eating out of it too. They're okay though.
I am
You
stressed.
said they be wondering why they be jumping around. Can you even imagine?
Just
like, Mom, I cleaned my room. I did the chores.
Right,
I don't know.
I cleaned my room.
What else should I do? Like, you cleaned your room? Yeah, something's wrong with you. Something's going on here.
Something's really wrong. All right, so moving up to number 2. A New York H&M store closes after an employee posts a picture of bed bugs on a rack of hoodies.
Did you? It's disgusting, and it's not like a couple of them. It's not like one or two, or it's a lot, and you can see that on like the hoodies, on the hanger. Like, why is when you Google bed bugs, all these places pop up? I am uncomfortable. Yep, boom, right there. Look, you can see it.
Ew. Ew. Wait.
And it's at a major like H&M too.
That's
nasty.
Gross. Ew.
Does this say lice? Does it say lice? It says lice. It's not just regular bugs. This is lice. What is this lice?
So one article said it was bed bugs, and one says it's lice.
Are they in the same family? Oh, okay. So wait, this young lady must have tweeted from there.
What is that?
An ad that we didn't ask for.
We did not ask for you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
The
section was just blocked off.
Yeah. So what we're reading is
they were trying to salvage the hoodies.
I think they're trying to. Okay, so this is in New York. I guess they're trying to keep honest.
Ew.
It's like, it's like really driving me, because like, if you see this picture, it's like they're all like on the neck of like the hoodie and stuff, and I just think like if somebody puts it on, it's like,
Oh, I see. So somebody called it lice, but it's actually bed bugs, because I guess lice you can't really see like that. But
it's you can those look like somebody sprinkled a bunch of sesame seeds over the hoodies. Like, what the heck? Yeah, okay, so the tweet from this girl is saying that, like, what did she say? She said that, like, they just try to act like nothing happened?
Yep.
I'm not here for it. She said, I work at H&M in the Oculus at World Trade, which, if you've been there in New York, it's huge by the World Trade. Today, a customer discovered lice, they're bed bugs, on a rack of hoodies. They're not closing the store, nor are they notifying employees of the problem. The section was just blocked off. Nah, fam, not me going home and laying on my good mattress. And this is why I tell people, don't sit on my bed with your outside clothes.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Mm-hmm. That's exactly why I say don't sit on my bed with your street clothes. Don't do it. Take your shoes off when you come in the crib. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Take that off before you come in my.
I actually have an antimicrobial spray that I spray people with once they walk in my door.
Wait. So wait, when people come to your house, they walk in and then you
take off their shoes. Come here. Psst. Turn around. Psst. Proceed.
Not you disinfecting your house guests where they come all the way in.
They feel safe, and I feel safe.
I'm here for it, though. Oh, my gosh. Ew, that's disgusting. Imagine just, like... anybody goes into like an H&M, like that's like a regular place to go. Like if you like, oh, I need to grab a hoodie or I need to this, whatever, I'm just gonna pop like you know, you want to go out, but you want to do a little shrink, that you want to do a little, you know, but you don't want to like spend a lot of money. You're like, oh, I'll go to H&M. Me and my friends call it H&M, but
H&M.
H&M.
Oh, making it sound kind of like Target.
Yeah, it's a little fancy. H&M, Target, Garnier, Olivier.
Oh my God. I can't and I won't.
And you shan't.
I shan't.
We shan't not.
I shan't.
Now, for the moment of truth. The moment of, it's going to be all right. We're going to make it through. The number one WTF moment of 2021 came on the very last day with the passing of our dear sister. Thank you for being a friend. Betty White, y'all. She done went up yonder. Just, 17 days shy of her 100th birthday. I said 2021 just had to drag us a little bit more.
The devil is a lie and a cheat. You don't take Betty White from us.
Not before her 100th birthday. Like, it was a big celebration. People Magazine were ready to celebrate. And we were, I feel like a lot of people were just really excited for that. For her.
Right.
Being 100.
And for her, what's really awesome, which I love, is when people are still like fully themselves at that age. Like, she hadn't changed. Like her quickness, her wit, like it stayed consistent up until pretty much she passed. So I just really love to see a long life of not only, just entertainment, but of wit and love and light and just, giving people something that they constantly want to, see from you. So to have her pass at that moment, it was just hard for a lot of people, especially if you grew up on the Golden Girls.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like she was everybody's favorite character aside from B. Arthur. But like
Rose Nyland was like the innocence of it all. She was the stories of back home. She was like the friend that that's. And then Betty White gave a lot of really great advice.
She
about
did.
Living life and about what kind of person you should be.
Right. She was a gentle soul. She was slightly blonde and hilarious all the freaking time.
And if you saw those pictures of her back in the Gap, baby had body. Like she looked,
body
Betty. Call her Body Betty.
She had body. Like Marilyn Marilyn what?
And it's crazy because I always tell people like it takes like 10 years to be an overnight success, and she worked in this industry for like 7 decades. And if you've been in the entertainment industry at all, like it's like the NFL, like 3 and people are usually out, like they're done. And for her to be in it for so long, consistently working and just like can get your flowers. So I feel like at the very least, even though she didn't make it to 100, and that's what we were all really excited for her and really wanting that for her, and selfishly for ourselves, because we would have literally turned up, and I think they're still going to turn up probably for her. But outside of that, like, she got to live this amazing life and get her flowers while she could still smell them. She knew how much people appreciate her. She knew how much people loved her. She knew she was an icon for us. So right now I'm just keeping Marla Gibbs lifted in prayer, because can't nothing happen to Marla. Because now I'm just got to get over what's going on with Betty. And I feel like everybody's favorite, like, auntie, grandmom figure is gone right before the holiday.
Right before the holidays. And you know what? They don't make people like that anymore. Like, do you know like how people were just talented, and that's what you knew them for? These days, everybody's known for like a reality show, a drama they've been in.
Let me show you how I did my eyebrows.
Exactly. Like it's so how can I say, it's so like
influencer based. It is very influencer based. It's confirmation bias. Like, let's just call it what it is, because we have social media, and social media is like a highlight reel of our life, and we show all the great things. People just assume, oh, that's just them, and they buy into this idea of what somebody is or who they are. Her hair is always perfect, her makeup's always perfect. We love this influencer, we follow because they're perfect. But it's just confirmation bias. They're showing you something, and you're just believing it. Exactly. And not really knowing, like, that person either has maybe possibly an ugly soul, no money. Just because you see the key, look at the keys. Right. Most people's key rings got different keys on it, right? Now, if it only got the car key on there, I'm sorry to tell you. Wow, I didn't think about that. Well, R.I.P. to Betty White. She would literally be super missed.
She will be missed
in Hollywood. But can we give the people that are still here their flowers while they can smell them? Because I think Betty got her flowers.
Please.
And I think she's like smiling down, and she might be laughing. I mean, I feel bad. She did a whole spread. So I mean, if you took the photos, it happened. She had a 100th birthday celebration. She took the pictures. They're in People Magazine. I think People Magazine is still celebrating her. So if you want to celebrate her, I guess there's a turn up. Yes. Do you want to have a Betty White party? Now, I understand if I come to your house, you will spray me down with microbial, whatever spray. What'd you call it? Microbial?
Antimicrobial. Jeez.
Then I got the nerve to be coughing while I'm laughing.
Right, see? Excuse me. We need a glass pane right here.
No, we don't.
Production!
No, we don't.
Help!
It's the Amarion.
Well, that was our top 10 what the fuck moments of 2021. We're looking forward to plenty more in 2022. Matter of fact, it might be weekly because, people are quick to get crazy.
It's feeling like it may be daily, but hey, that's okay though. We'll be covering it. I'm talking about it here on Buzz.
We will. I'm Trey Rich. You can follow me at Trey Rich Live on Instagram.
I'm Felicia Michelle. You can find me everywhere at It's Felicia Michelle.
And make sure you're following us on the channel at Buzz_Access on all platforms. We love y'all.
Happy 2022.
Happy 2022, y'all. And don't get crazy.
Or get crazy.
Don't listen to her. She's crazy.
Okay.